whiskey. Now, I love my whiskey, not just down my throat, but in my fragrances. So here are 6 fragrances from my collection that I'm a fan of that contain the whiskey note. So let's just get straight into it. G'day everyone, Mark from Aussie Fragrance. It is absolutely pissing down out there, so hopefully it's not interfering too much with the audio here. But anyway, fragrances that contain the whiskey note. I've got a handful of them, decent handful, but here are 6 worth mentioning, and I've kind of ranked it for you too. So let's get straight into it. I have mentioned a couple of these, some I haven't, but this one definitely have. So straight up, we're going from Xerjoff, the Don. Now this is classy. It contains tobacco, whiskey, spun sugar, and gunpowder. Now, it is great, it is classy, but for me, it's not a big projector. I don't think it was made to be a big projector. Get about 6 to 8 hours, depending on the day. So this wasn't designed to be powerful and strong. It's just a smooth, classy fragrance. But if there was a stronger performing fragrance, mate, it'd be close to number 1 in my collection. Xerjoff, Don, got some good whiskey. Now, a freshie, a whiskey freshie. Now, the difference between the whiskey, now the difference between the note of whiskey and rum. Whiskey can be a lot lighter. It can be used in lighter, fresher fragrances if they want. That is what Paco Rabanne have done with Invictus Intense. Boom. Yeah, freshie for sure. In the top it has orange blossom and pepper. Then in the heart we're throwing in some whiskey and bay leaf. On the top of ambergris and salt, which gives it the fresh aquatic vibe. Whiskey works perfectly with the ambergris and salt in this fragrance. I'm a fan, but when it comes to booze in my fragrances, I love some masculinity, and that's what these other ones will give you. So let's get on to one from Tom Ford, and that is Tobacco Oud. Now, you may not think of whiskey when it comes to this one. You think of tobacco and oud. Fucking idiot. Now, this is classy. Tom Ford class. In the top, there is that whiskey. Then in the heart, we've got spicy notes, cinnamon, and coriander. Then in the base, you've got that tobacco, oud, incense. There's like sandalwood, vanilla, patchouli, blah, blah, blah. But whiskey is just in the top, so it gives it that soft booziness before you just jump in to that tobacco and oud. So whiskey isn't the dominant note in here, but it works. It's a good fragrance. Now, this one is the compliment getter on this list. I have an older bottle. I've heard people say that newer releases don't perform as good, are not as dominant. From Carolina Herrera, we have CH Men Privé. Now, I'm not lying about the compliments with this one. It is genuinely good. You have whiskey, grapefruit, pomelo, which pomelo is a citrus note, reminiscent of grapefruit, slightly dirtier, or less dirty, I should say. Then in the heart, you've got cardamom, sage, red thyme, and lavender. Then in the base, you've got leather, tonka, and sandalwood, bit of benzoin. But what you're going to get with this fragrance for me is a whiskey leather tonka fragrance. It is just smooth, sexy, date night worthy for sure. Compliment banger. Now we've got 2 more, and these are 2 beastly fragrances, beastmongers. First up, discontinued Mugler Pure Malt. Look how much I've got left. And this is a very, very early batch. Just give it one puff, daddy. Boom. Fruity, earthy whiskey. That's what you get. So in the top, we've got those fruity notes. There is orange, there is bergamot, so fruity citrus in there. Then in the heart, we have malt and whiskey with some patchouli, coffee, cedar. Coffee is just gentle, thank fuck. Then in the base, you have peat, so that gives it that earthiness. There is vanilla, musk, and amber. This is incredible, and I hate wearing it because I'm scared of running out of this old one. I love it. I love it. One more to go. The most recent addition to my collection with a whiskey note in it. My wife actually bought it for me for Christmas. She searched up what is the most masculine, beastly, boozy fragrance out there. I don't think it is that, but she was advised to get this one. Now, I don't know how to pronounce it. Unique luxury. We have Kute. Strong. Very, very strong. Boom. But it is elegant. It's definitely masculine and it is classy. My wife actually enjoys this one on me. Whereas a lot of these boozy masculine fragrances, she's not a big fan of. But I'd say almost everyone on this list today, just the rum actually, she doesn't like rum and tobacco. She loves a bit of whiskey. Because, after all, I am probably 50% whiskey. Now, this one, in the top, we have that whiskey note. There is bergamot, there is lemon, and there is Davana, which is a sharp, bitter herb. Then in the heart, we have oud, which you definitely get from the get-go there. Quality oud. There is caramel to smooth it out. And there is a note that I'm not too familiar with. I think it's called Nagamotha, which is a powerful, earthy, woody note. Then in the base, we've got tobacco, bit more oud, vanilla, and sandalwood. Quality sandalwood in here too, which goes a long, long way with that whiskey. It is masculine. That could be too strong for some people, but it is classy and it works. So there you go. Hit me up. I do love that whiskey note. As I do love rum, but there is a different purpose for the rum. The whiskey, as I said, is gentler. It is cleaner. It is clearer. It is crisper. So let me know in the comments below a few fragrances that carry the whiskey note that you recommend for me to try. I appreciate it. So peace. Say good day to your mother. Till next time. Cheers.
I wanna go out tonight. I wanna smell real nice. Spray it once, twice, thrice. Aussie fragrance.